Yeah, in the state championship.
Yeah. Well, first of all, since you entered the starting lineup, I mean, how's it been going for you?
I think it's been a good transition. I think I've responded pretty well so far. I wish that as a team we would have been playing a lot better, obviously. But I think it's been going smoothly. I haven't felt any more nervous or anything like that. So.
Do you feel like you hear about the Big Ten, you're entering this league, and all of a sudden you're playing some super teams? I mean, what's it been like? Has it been eye-opening or something?
I think it's been fun. I mean, you open the schedule with number 2 team in the nation and number 9 team in the nation, so it's kind of what you dream about as a kid. When you commit to playing the Big Ten, that's kind of what you signed up for. So I was really excited.
There's the cliche that kind of these teams kind of can come together through adversity. Obviously, in this past month, you guys have gone through a lot of adversity with Drew's injury, Reggie getting hurt, and obviously 2 not so close losses. I mean, do you feel as though this team has gotten tighter in that stretch?
I think we've had to. I mean, it's times like those when you lose, when you really, when people's character really comes out. They say there's some famous quote about, I can't really quote it, but it's something about how your character shows in those times of when you really need it the most. So I think that's really what's happening with everybody, and I hope we can bring us together as a team.
Coach Carmody talks about having to slow it down a lot. It looked like you guys slowed the pace down a lot against Minnesota. Do you think that's something that you guys had to do with the injuries, or how do you think it worked?
I don't think we have to do it per se, but I think in that game it was a great strategy. Minnesota's really long and really athletic, and they get a lot of their buckets in transition. So I thought it was a good game plan at the beginning to try to have the game on our terms.
How much of an adjustment is that going playing fast, playing slow? I mean, from one, it's a short turnaround. Is it hard enough to do?
Not really. Carmody puts in some good stuff it's more offense. It's like the flow of the offense. So really what we're trying to do is waste a couple 10 seconds with the first play. It was just a little thing we do, and then after that it's back to normal. So really it wasn't much of a transition at all.
Do you think that's something you guys can speed up or slow down depending on opponents throughout the season?
Definitely.
Or do you have to pick one style?
Definitely. No, I think we could switch it up possession by possession just based on what we call. Most of our sets are very exact in their execution, so the time frame that they're executed in is definitely variable. We can switch that up as we go.
How comfortable are you in the offense?
I think I've gotten the hang of it pretty well now. You should have seen me in the summer. I wasn't good at all, but as of now, I don't think I'm not messing up in practice, and I think it's showing in the games as well.
What's the hardest part, picking up the offense?
Just how much information is thrown at you each day. Carmody likes to put in new stuff based on what he sees, especially with the new opponent. He'll watch film and he'll see where he thinks a weakness is, and so he'll put in a set to try to counter that, and you have to learn it pretty much in one practice. So that's the hardest.